Earlier, we got some potting soil to add to 3 of our 6 HDPE blue barrel containers for our container garden. We're also trying to build up our own soil, and we're doing it through hot composting. We're using these big HDPE blue barrels, and we do this process called hot composting, where you're putting in organic material from our chickens, from the kitchen, from landscaping around the home, and we put it in there. Every day we make sure that there's some moisture in there, and we tumble it using our tumbler that I have shown in previous videos that we built on our own. You do that, you're going to have your own soil, and you're going to know every single component that's in it. You have a lot of control over what type of soil you make because you're building it from scratch.
Well, this first barrel is where all the new compost right now is going into. Let's take a look at the compost. This is the barrel that we're still building up. So this is fresh material added in every day and tumbled. And just take note of the color. It's kind of a darker straw color. This one that we're about to add to our container garden, check out the color. It's just so much darker. The material has broken down. The particles in it are more uniform in shape and size. And the heat, there's no heat coming off of this like the one that we're doing right now that we're building up. The heat has dissipated. It's still a little bit, it's still moist, it's still a process in the making. We may be doing this too soon. This has been 2 months. Hot composting can take 1 to 3 months, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's take this from this barrel, and we will put it over into our container garden right there. We have 3 barrels filled with topsoil that we bought, and we will fill up 3 barrels with topsoil that we have, or gardening soil that we have built up on our own using the organic waste that we have around this very tiny but burgeoning urban farm. We only managed to fill 1 full container and maybe a quarter of the second one next to it. When you looked inside, it wasn't filled all the way to the top. You're not going to have 1 barrel filling up 2 whole halves in a container garden. And now what we have left is this compost barrel. Now, when this one gets full, we're going to add a little bit of material from it to this new one to get the whole process started in the new one. And it will just keep going like that. It's a cycle. And we'll keep adding to our container garden. And now let's see what we can grow in the new one that we just filled versus the 3 that we filled with soil that we bought. Now, again, these projects might not seem like applied technology, but we're building this very basic urban agriculture infrastructure so that we can make sure that it works, and then we can use 3D printed projects with integrated open source electronics to automate and make more efficient these basic processes that you could see in one form or another being used in farms all around the world. If you like what we're doing here at the Applied Technology Lab, please like and share our videos. Drop a comment in the comment section. We'd like to hear what you think. If you really like what we're doing here, also check the video description for ways you can contribute. We have Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon at the moment, also PayPal. So you could contribute a little bit, and the more resources we have, the more projects we can do and release to the public for free. This is what we believe in, opening up knowledge. So remember, knowledge is power, but only if you apply it.